What must I do to get a fully funded scholarship? This is a question I usually get in the comment section or from my followers, where a lot of people have reached out to me asking me what are the next steps I'm supposed to take, what are the things I'm supposed to do. Based on this, I'm here to discuss with you and let you know the things you need to do to get yourself ready to win this fully funded scholarship. I do get these questions a lot. Also, in the past, I've also prepared a series of videos on how to prepare yourself to get fully funded scholarships. I'm going to link it up here. Please, I advise you to quickly rush to that video, watch that video before coming right here. It's going to give you a background on what you need to do. And here's just like a summary of what I have done in those videos. If this is what you're looking for, this is the home for you and this is the best place for you. Please do well to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell. You want to be the first to know once I release new updates on these life-changing opportunities. Please stick around. I'll be right back. What must I do to get a fully funded scholarship? The first thing I would like you to understand and I would like you to do, the very basic step, is for you to identify the schools you want to apply to. Of course, you don't want to apply to every school. You need to check out the schools that best suits your interest, that best fits your research interest, or every other criteria that might you seem best fit for you. You need to check out the schools, look out for the funding opportunities, the eligibility criteria, the location of the school, the reputation of the school, the ranking of the schools. These are things that, of course, they are very personal, they are very basic. You need to check out that, and as they resonate with you, be able to look out for the schools and find out which one that you need to apply for. You might be interested in lots and lots of schools, but I would encourage you to identify R1 schools, R2 schools, and R3 schools based on these are different schools and colleges that have been ranked according to their research interests and research outputs. So please do well to check that. I will encourage you to take a pen and paper, write the schools you want to apply down, and be able to look out for what suits your interest in each of these schools. That is the first step. The next step I would want you to know is that, yes, I have identified the schools I want to apply to, but the next step is what scholarships are available in each of these schools. So you need to check out the schools. You can go back to their website and find out the scholarships that they offer. It could be in the form of graduate assistantships, teaching assistantships, fellowships, and every other type of scholarship. So every school differs on the type of funding or the benefits that they give to their students before applying to their schools. So you need to go back to the website, check out for the funding opportunities. And yes, if they have funding opportunities that you want, of course, you can go ahead and also write that down. So, of course, it is very important for you to write these things down, write the names of the schools and the scholarship that they offer. Of course, you can have a schematic view of the schools and scholarships that each of the schools offer. It's going to help you to have a breakdown on how to properly arrange yourselves and your document while applying for the scholarship. Now, you have checked out the schools you want to apply for. You have also checked out for the scholarship opportunities. Now, the next thing, which is very important, is for you to check the application deadline. Of course, you know that each of the admission cycle and that scholarships application, they have different deadlines. So you want to give yourself ample time to prepare, to get your documents ready, to write your SOPs, your motivational letters. You've written out the names of the schools, the scholarships that they offer. The next thing is for you to write down the application deadline. So remember that I said earlier that you need to give yourself ample time to get yourself ready for this scholarship. So you do not want to hurry into applying for a scholarship and can make so many mistakes while you're being hurried and applying lots and lots of pressure on yourself. So give yourself enough time. I always encourage students to apply to schools who have like a deadline that is a little bit far away, so that they can have time to ask questions, reach out to the graduate coordinators, write down their statement of purpose, have people review them, and every other details that has to do with scholarship application. Now, having done that, you have identified the schools, identified the scholarships, you've checked the deadline. The next thing that you need to check out for is the eligibility requirements. Of course, there are some scholarships that are specifically meant for certain graduate students or certain students from certain countries. So if you're an international student, of course, you need to be very careful to check out for the eligibility requirement. Some schools will require some certain group of students from certain countries. Some other schools might want international students. So you need to find out if you're eligible. Some other scholarships will give you some other eligibility criteria like your degrees. Maybe you should have a master's degree, you should have a BSc degree. So these are things you should check out for. There are other scholarships that can also give you specifics on the research area you should have in the past for you to be able to apply to certain schools or certain programs. So you should be able to check that and find out if you are eligible, because it doesn't make sense if you apply to a school or if a scholarship when you are not eligible to apply for that. Next important thing I also want you to know is to pay critical attention to the documents that are required. There are lots and lots of documents that are required for most of these admission and scholarship opportunities. So you should be able to find out the documents that are required. Your BSc certificate could be required, a master's degree could be required, letters of recommendation, statement of purpose, personal statements, and other standardized tests such as English language tests, GRE, SAT scores, and etc. So you should be able to check and be sure that you have every single document that is required, because that makes you a very diligent student. You have done your homework and you have all your documents ready. So if you do not have all your documents, I do not see the need why you should even go a step ahead to apply for this scholarship. So the documents are very important. So do well to make sure that you arrange your documents the way and the manner it is specified in the scholarship portal. Make sure you look out for the specifics and make sure you follow that diligently. Having made sure that all your documents are in place, the next thing that you should do, especially when you're an international student applying to schools in US, schools in Canada, or some other European schools, you should be very, very critical on the application fee. I've seen lots of students who have actually applied to some scholarships or to some schools. At the end of the day, they didn't do their due diligence to find out if the application fee is required. So you need to find out the application fee, if the schools or the department requires you to pay application fee. If you are required to pay an application fee, you can also go a step ahead to find out if there are application fee waivers. Of course, there are some schools that definitely know that international students may not be able to pay this application fee. So please do your due diligence and find out how you can apply for application fee waivers. So application fee waivers can come in the form of writing a short essay on why you need application fee waiver. I can also do a video on that to let you know how to write essays for application fee waivers. There are some schools that wouldn't want you to write application fee waivers, so all they want you to do is to attend any of their webinars or events happening with the application round in their school. So you need to write to the graduate coordinator if you didn't see this on their website and ask questions on how this application can be waived. So if there are webinars or events you need to attend, then please do that as much as you can to get yourself waived off this application fee. Next thing you need to do is to find out how to apply. Of course, it's very important to understand how you should apply. Look out for the systematic steps and what is specified. Please make sure you check out for the specifics. There are some scholarship or admission that will require you to combine all your documents into a single file, into a single PDF. There are some that will want you to do various types of tasks when you're applying. So do your homework, find out the essential steps on how to apply. There are some schools that will also require you to first of all submit your CVs or your recommendations or other portfolios to the graduate coordinators. They will assess it and they will now give you feedback whether you should go ahead to apply to their school or to their department. So please check out for the rules and regulations or policies guiding the application for each of these schools. Now the next thing is to understand the English language requirements. Yes, most of these schools, they require you to have English test scores. I've mentioned that previously. So, but for most international schools, if English is not your official language in your country, you need to provide English test scores, TOEFL, IELTS. If English is the official language in your country, then you can apply for English waivers. It's also very important for you to go to the application portal, find out how to apply for the English waiver. If you have any document, maybe your WAEC, your NECO, or some other exams you've written in the past that can suffice for the English test requirement. There are some schools in the United States, in Canada, and some other countries that can waive English test scores for you if English is an official language in your country. So you need to check that out and be sure that you meet that requirement. Then if you don't meet up that requirement, find a way to fill in the gaps. The next and the final step is for you to arrange your documents, package your application procedure, and give that scholarship and give that admission your best shot. So these are the important things you need to do when you're starting to get yourself ready to apply or to win fully funded scholarships. So the first thing I've mentioned, to recap, is that you need to identify the schools, you need to identify the scholarships that the schools offer, you need to check out for the deadlines, you need to check out for the eligibility requirements, you need to make sure you have all the documents that are required. Make sure you check out for the application fee and application fee waivers, check out for the application procedure on how to apply, check out for all your documents and make sure they are ready. Then most importantly, check out for if you're qualified for English waivers. So this is what I have for you today. So if you have more questions, please let me know in the comment section below. If this video is valuable for you and you have really gained a lot of insight on how to get yourself ready to win fully funded scholarship, please do well to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell. I will see you in the next video, and I want to see you at the top. Bye.